everybody, this is Ashley from MyBodyFit.live. Welcome to Yoga 101. Happy April. I'm so glad that you're practicing yoga with me today. We're going to focus on a breath practice today called Ujjayi breath. So as you're moving, you can hear your breath and it keeps bringing your attention back to your breath and to the pose that you're in. For Ujjayi breath, we're first going to breathe in through our nose and out through our mouth. We're going to hold our hand to our mouth and then think of fogging up a mirror as you breathe out. So we'll inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Do it a couple more times if you need to, but now try it by closing the mouth. So I hope this helps keep you in the present moment in today's practice. Let's go ahead and get on the mat. Starting on our back, we can hug knees to chest, just taking a moment to get comfortable on the floor. And bringing our feet to the floor, getting settled, shoulders down the back. We'll place one hand to our belly and one hand to our heart, beginning with a 3-part breath. Inhaling, noticing our belly rise, filling up our lungs, our throat. Exhaling, letting all the air out of the body. Or just breathing in and out, not worrying about our Ujjayi breath yet, just taking a moment to calm and center, checking in with our body. And then we'll take our feet a little wider and begin our usual windshield wipers. So let's take a movement that we have practiced several times together and try adding our Ujjayi breath. So we're inhaling to one side, exhaling, think of fogging the mirror. You can do this with the mouth open a few times, just like we practiced before. And then we can close the mouth. You don't have to make this very loud. We don't want to irritate the throat, just enough for you to hear. We'll hug our knees into our chest. And then we're going to try a core strengthening exercise, moving opposite arm and leg, and then adding our Ujjayi breath. So inhaling, one arm goes overhead and one foot comes to the mat. Exhaling, slowly coming back together. This is challenging. You'll even see my arm tries to go when the other one's going. So give yourself some patience here, and maybe the breath will help keep you centered as we're moving. If you're finding yourself getting frustrated trying Ujjayi breath with this movement, skip it for now. Notice your strong core, drawing the navel center in as you exhale. And hug knees to chest. Let's roll like a ball. Tuck the chin, peel your shoulder blades off the mat, begin rocking forward and back. The next time you're up, we're going to transition over to all fours, lining knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. As you take your next exhale, we'll round our spine to cat. Let the head drop heavy. Inhaling, lifting the chest, lifting the tail. And then we're going to lower to child's pose. Returning to our breath. Slow, long, deep breaths as we relax here. On your next exhale, begin to walk your hands over to the right, moving with care, relaxing the head. And as you take your next exhale, we'll walk our hands over to the left, sinking into our side stretch. We'll begin to walk our hands back center, returning to all fours. We're going to practice sunbird flow. Flex the right foot and then press the right foot heel towards the ceiling. And then round the spine, draw your knee towards your nose. The spine is moving through cat and cow, and then we're adding the leg with this movement. We'll go ahead and try that on the other side. Inhaling, and then exhaling, scooping in, strengthening our core, our glutes. And then returning to all fours, beginning flowing threading needle on the right side. As we inhale, we'll sweep the right arm towards the sky. Exhaling, twisting, reaching the right arm under the body. Your gaze can follow your hand. Listening to the breath, slowing down to its rhythm. Let's begin on the other side. Returning to all fours, we'll take the right leg back straight, left arm long for spinal balance. On your next exhale, let's round the back, scoop in, bring your elbow and knee towards each other. Continue to flow with your Ujjayi breath or any breathing pattern that feels comfortable today. If you're finding yourself getting frustrated trying the new breath, maybe allergies are bugging you, just focus on what you can control today. I'm so glad you showed up on your mat today. Finishing up the last one on our second side, we'll walk our way out to a kneeling plank, draw our shoulders down the back, and on our next exhale, we'll lower all the way to the floor. Inhaling, we'll lift our chest, baby cobra. Exhaling, active child's pose. We'll continue to flow our half series, listening to our Ujjayi breath. Inhaling on our plank, exhaling as we lower, inhaling, shining our heart in cobra. Exhaling, active child's pose. Finishing up our last one, we're going to bring ourselves up seated. We're done flowing poses, moving from one place to the next on an inhale and an exhale. We're going to instead hold a few strengthening poses, but continue our strong breath. So as we come to boat pose, we'll shift off our sit bones, draw our shoulders back and down, reaching our arms. You can keep your knees bent like I am, or you can begin to extend the legs straight. So finding that perfect level of challenge, but being able to maintain our deep breathing. We'll go ahead and release boat pose and lower onto our back, hugging knees to chest. Next, we're going to hold bridge pose. Shoulder blades down the back, feet hip distance. We'll lift the hips off the floor. Gently squeezing the glutes, weight even in both legs. Bring your attention to your deep breathing. We'll slowly lower down one vertebrae at a time, walk the feet a little wider, return to windshield wipers, letting go of any tension we've created in our lower back. Next time the knees are center, we'll hug the knees into our chest. We'll take our right ankle in front of the left knee. We can pause here if we're already feeling a stretch in our hip, or draw our left knee towards our chest. noticing our breath, imagining breathing into any tight space. We'll release, uncross, take the left ankle in front of the right knee. We can pause here or draw the right knee into our chest. As we're breathing, noticing where we feel the stretch. If one side of the body feels different than the other, just making note, learning more about ourselves with every practice. Then releasing, uncrossing. We'll drop the knees out to the side to butterfly, soles of the feet together. You can adjust the shoulders down the back. If it feels comfortable, palms can face up. And if you want to see how it feels to put your arms in different positions, you can come out to a T or bring the arms overhead. I found a gentle opening of the shoulders, a nice stretch, having my arms overhead, but listen to what feels good for you today. We'll go ahead and drop the elbows back beside the shoulders, draw our knees together, stack our knees over our hips, and then let the knees fall over to the left. If it feels good, turn your head to face the opposite direction. Breathing into the twist. Where do you feel this stretch in your body? Look back towards the ceiling, and on our next exhale, strong core, we'll draw the knees back over our hips and drop the knees to the other side. Check in, see if it feels good to look to the left. And then as you're breathing, exploring how this stretch feels on the other side. One more inhale here. On the next exhale, draw the knees back center, and it's Shavasana time. If you want to choose a pose with props, hit pause and pick your favorite one, or join me for a traditional Shavasana, taking the legs out straight, taking up as much space as you like. Breathing in and breathing out, sinking into the support of the ground beneath you, allowing your breath to take its natural pace, giving yourself permission to rest. We'll wiggle our fingers, wiggle our toes, bring our awareness back into the room, and just begin to stretch in any way that feels good. You can reach the arms overhead, stretch the legs out, maybe spend some extra time in knees to chest. You have done it. You have completed another yoga practice. Go ahead and turn over onto your side. And we'll press ourselves up seated, finding a tall spine. On our next inhale, we'll sweep the arms up towards the sky. Exhaling, hands to heart center. I hope you have a blessed day. I will see you next Saturday.